What's up, it's Film Frenzy, and this is one of my very favorite times of the year, when all of the Oscar nominations are announced. In some ways, this is the most exciting day of the award season, as the Oscars is like the pinnacle of the award shows, and it's fun to see who wins the awards and stuff, but sometimes the nominations is just really open-ended. You don't know what's going to happen, and 2019 was a very exciting year for movies, so I think it's going to be really cool to see what movies get nominated for the 2020 Oscars. So, let's get right to it. And as you can see, I'm on the website that has all the nominations listed. I haven't seen a single one yet. I'm going to start with the bottom with the not as major nominations. And let's get started. Best Production Design: The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Parasite. Yeah, I don't have any problems there. Of the ones I've seen, 1917 and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood have amazing production design. I'm sure The Irishman and Jojo Rabbit as well, since they're both period pieces. Parasite, I'm sure it is too. I haven't seen it yet. I'm a little surprised to see Joker not listed here because I thought the production was really, really nice. But, I mean, they're all really great. Visual effects: The Irishman, yeah, the CGI for the faces was really amazing. 1917, nice. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, it was good, but I mean, I don't know. Avengers: Endgame and Lion King. Yeah, I understand this one. I would have really liked to see, I know Disney didn't push it, but Spider-Man: Far From Home, I thought the visuals were insane. Star Wars really doesn't deserve to be there, but that's fine. Makeup and hairstyling, it's funny to see Maleficent nominated. Judy, Joker, Bombshell, 1917. Makes sense. 1917 is a strange pick. I mean, I absolutely love the movie, but I don't know about makeup and hairstyling there. I guess some the blood and stuff could be pretty good makeup, but I don't know. Weird pick. Editing: Ford vs. Ferrari. Okay. Irishman. Those are both some really long movies. Jojo Rabbit, Joker. Yeah, that's great editing. And Parasite. Okay, I think there's some surprise here, like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which I'm glad it's not nominated for editing because I really did not like the pacing of that movie. It's too bad Marriage Story isn't nominated, and same with 1917. I think that's the most shocking one. 1917 I thought should win Best Editing because they make it look like the entire movie is one take. That's literally the most insane editing. I mean, the CGI effects they use, and just I know that's visual effects, but the transitions and stuff. Yeah, there's not a ton of editing because of the long takes, but to pull it off, the post-production for that movie is insane. That's a little too unfortunate. Costume design: Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Woman, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, no surprises there. Sound editing: okay, I don't see any surprises here as well. Yeah, no problem. Joker's getting nominated for a lot of stuff. Sound mixing: I had Astra picked on. Oh, that's funny. I didn't love that movie, but yeah, the sound mixing was really good. It's always funny when there's a different nomination between the two, sound mixing and sound editing. Here, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker got nominated for sound editing, but not sound mixing. Very, very interesting. And then we have Best Live Action Short. I haven't seen any of these. Animated Short Film. Haven't seen any of these either. Then we have Animated Feature. Okay, I didn't love How to Train Your Dragon. I knew it would be nominated. This is a weird category. Okay, I Lost My Body in Claws. I know there's always those indie animated films that most people haven't heard of. I've never heard of those. Missing Link, I knew it was going to be nominated. Toy Story 4. No Frozen 2. That's a big shocker. I don't know, I haven't seen it, so I'm not sure how I feel about that, but that's just really surprising. International film. Of course, Parasite's gonna win. Les Miserables, that's funny they did a French one. Okay, I see that. I think there was another film that I was surprised isn't nominated. I forget what it was, but it was a French film that I feel people talked about a lot, and it's not here. That's strange. Cinematography. Okay, now we're getting to some of the biggest categories. Lighthouse, that makes sense. Joker, 1917, Irishman, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. No complaints there. That makes perfect sense. Best Documentary Feature: American Factory, The Cave, Edge of Democracy, For Sama, and Honeyland. I haven't heard of most of these, but yeah. Documentary short subject. I haven't heard of any of these. I need to watch more documentary shorts. Original song. Oh, I didn't know there was an original song in Toy Story 4. That's funny. It wasn't getting nominated at the other award shows. I'm Gonna Love Me Again Makes Dance. Breakthrough. It's funny. That's in the Christian movie. Into the Unknown. Stand Up from Harriet. Yeah, there's definitely some surprises there. It's going to be interesting to see what the performances are like at the Oscars. I'm looking forward to that, but there's definitely some surprises that I didn't really see coming in terms of what was nominated for original song. Okay, moving on. This is going to get really big, I'm sure. Original score. Okay, 1917, better win there. Joker, great score. Little Woman, Marriage Story, interesting score. Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, the score's pretty good. I mean, it's John Williams, so yeah. Original screenplay. Good, Noah Baumbach, better win. Rian Johnson, wow, good for him getting nominated for Knives Out. That's surprising, because that's usually not your Oscar-type movie, but okay. 1917, perfect. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, didn't love the screenplay there. Quentin Tarantino's probably going to win, unfortunately. And then Bong Joon-ho for Parasite, which I've heard is an insanely great screenplay. Adapted screenplay. Taika Waititi, Jojo Rabbit, Steve Zaillian for The Irishman. I know I mispronounced the name there. Two Popes screenwriter for that got nominated. That's surprising. Greg Gerwig got nominated for Little Women. Nice. Todd Phillips and Scott Silver for Joker. Awesome. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, of all the films that I expect to be nominated for lots of these awards, they are being nominated, which makes me very happy. Because obviously some of my favorite films of the year, like the Ted Bundy film with Zac Efron, I knew it wasn't going to get nominated for any of these awards, and it's not. Oh well, let's see what we got. Supporting actress, Kathy Bates for Richard Jewell. That's funny. It's like there's always that movie that only gets one nomination. That's an interesting one. Laura Dern for Marriage Story. Scarlett Johansson for Jojo Rabbit. She's probably going to get 2 nominations. Wow. Florence Pugh for Little Woman. Did not see that one coming. I thought Saoirse Ronan is what talks about, but I guess she's the lead actress. But I didn't think there was going to be a supporting actress from that one too. Margot Robbie from Bombshell. Very nice. That would have been funny if Margot Robbie was nominated twice. Now we got supporting actor. Tom Hanks, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Cool, love Tom Hanks. Anthony Hopkins, Two Popes. Al Pacino, The Irishman. Joe Pesci, The Irishman. Brad Pitt, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Yep, I mean, that's pretty much what was expected. I believe this is actually the same exact 5 nominees that were at the Golden Globes, if I'm not mistaken. That's pretty funny. Lead actress, okay, Cynthia Erivo for Harriet, Scarlett Johansson for Marriage Story. That's pretty sick. She's nominated for 2 movies this year. Wow, good for her. I mean, she was pretty amazing this year in movies. Renee Zellweger for Judy. She has a good chance at winning. Saoirse Ronan, Little Woman. So yeah, they got 2 acting nominations, and Charlize Theron for Bombshell, which also got 2 acting nominations. Wow, it's a pretty stacked year for the acting. Now we're getting to some really big ones. What is this? Best Actor. Okay. Oh, there's only 3 left. Antonio Banderas, Pain and Glory. This is a movie I don't hear much talked about. I believe this is a foreign film. This is a Spanish film, which is kind of weird to see it nominated for Best Actor. Usually that doesn't happen. Very cool. I haven't seen it. Adam Driver, Marriage Story, Joaquin Phoenix, Joker, nice. Leonardo DiCaprio, he was pretty good for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Jonathan Pryce for Two Hopes. So that's another movie I got 2 acting nominations. I knew it wasn't going to happen, but I was really hoping that one of the main guys in 1917 would be nominated, because I thought the acting was phenomenal, and that's kind of not being talked about as much. But that's okay. And we got Director. This is a stacked year for Director. Yep. This is exactly the 5 people that I expected. I believe this is the same 5 guys that were nominated at the Golden Globes. Martin Scorsese, The Irishman, Todd Phillips, Joker, Sam Mendes, 1917, Quentin Tarantino, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Bong Joon-ho for Parasite. This is a really stacked year for Director. So there's so many snubs, and personally I didn't want Quentin Tarantino to be nominated, and I would have preferred Noah Baumbach to be nominated of the films I saw. I mean, there's obviously a lot of other big snubs like Greg Gerwig for Little Woman, James Mangold for Ford vs. Ferrari, Taika Waititi for Jojo Rabbit. There was just a lot of big, director-driven films this year. So, I mean, it was a very contested one. And now the big one. Let's go. I'm going to do one by one, seeing the Oscar nominees, the Best Picture nominees. I'm curious if it's going to be 8, 9, or 10, or 7. Let's find out. I'm going to do this one by one. Scrolling up slowly. Oh, I just saw 2. And I saw more than 2. Okay, so we got Parasite. Okay, that was expected. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Also expected. I didn't love the movie, but it was expected. 1917, amazing film. Glad to see it in there. Marriage Story, also amazing film. Okay, all 4 of those are very expected. Let's say Little Woman. Did not see that one coming. I mean, there was like the main films that I thought would be nominated, but then there's the ones that like had a chance. Little Woman was one of those. Good for it. I haven't seen it, but I heard it's really amazing, so that's cool. Even though it's a remake, I don't know how I feel about that. Joker, awesome, awesome. That was expected. Jojo Rabbit. I did not know about that one. Very cool. Irishman, of course, and then Ford vs. Ferrari. That's kind of a surprising one because I felt like the award season kind of forgot about it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 nominees. That's a lot of Best Picture nominees. It was a really stacked year for movies. Honestly, there weren't really any surprises this year. Like, there's some small ones, like Ford vs. Ferrari I didn't think would be nominated for Best Picture, but it was mostly predictable. There was definitely going to be a lot of snubs, but that was kind of inevitable. It was just who were going to be the snubs and what movies they'd be. I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, I going into this, I thought it would be pretty good. I think this is a really awesome year for movies. I'm excited to see the other like nominated films that I haven't seen yet. And yeah, I mean, there was definitely the movies that could have been nominated and I thought maybe had a good chance for Best Picture, like, let's say, Rocket Man or The Farewell, for example. Like, films that were really good, and, I mean, it's a stacked year. There can only be 10 nominees. They didn't fill up all 10, but overall, I'm really happy with it. I hope you enjoyed my reaction. I know there wasn't some big, like, oh my gosh moments like in years past, but I want to be, like, true to how I felt, and this was pretty expected, honestly. I mean, not that it's a bad thing at all. I mean, it makes for a less exciting video, but it was still a really great year for movies, and I think it was a really good batch of nominees. I mean, there's definitely going to be people upset about some snubs of their favorite movies. I know there's some that I'm upset about, but overall it was really good. So yeah, thank you for watching my reaction. Stay tuned for a lot more videos coming soon to Film Frenzy. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.